Dejedo Zamba Sanjukje, Jodo Sinji, Valorasa, Date, Tembe Kondi, Kanji, Lopraza, Jujerimba, Good afternoon. I am happy to be here and to discuss about the Buddha Dharma again. Although it's a little different from last time, because this time I'm talking to the camera, and last time everybody was here, but because of the technology, and I think it's the same for all of you, it is important to stay home and due to this pandemic, and I hope all of you are doing well, keeping safe. So today I am planning to discuss on prayer. It's called Mahamudra Aspiration Prayer, which is one of the main aspiration prayers in our lineage, in Kagyu lineage, which is composed by third Karmapa, Rangjung Dorje. So this particular prayer, it's called Mahamudra prayer, but it's include every aspect of Buddhist path until from the very beginning to enlightenment. From the lowest level, we call it sometimes Hinayana. From the Hinayana level to the highest, the top of Vajrayana level, there's no teaching or no practice that doesn't include this prayer. So this prayer is very well known. A prayer not only in our Kagyu lineage but also in Tibetan Buddhism, because Karmapa Rangjung Dorje, the third Karmapa, was one of the most scholar in Tibetan Buddhism, and he is not only a high Lama who has that title of His Holiness or title of reincarnation, not only because he is a lineage holder in our tradition, Karma Kagyu lineage, he is the Karma Kagyu lineage holder, but not only because of that, he is so famous and he is so well known. He is one of the great practitioner, yet a scholar. He is reincarnation of second Karmapa. Technically, he is the first reincarnated Lama in Tibetan tradition. The first Karmapa, Dusum Tienpa, and the second Karma Pakshi are not recognized the way we are, good tradition system recognized now. But the Rangjung Dorje was the one who really recognized as a reincarnation because, second Karmapa, he was a great yogi, one of the most famous great yogi, and before he passed away, he requests his friend and his disciple Triplopa Jimpa, who look after his future lineage, his reincarnation. He said, in my next life I will come from the sky with all the qualities, knowledges. So likewise, Karmapa Rangjung Dorje is very scholar, and he composed so much teachings on sutra, teachings on Tantra, and also he's an expert and scholar on medicine and astrology and so almost every aspect of Buddhism, Tibetan, what do you call it, art, culture. So this prayer is composed by the Karmapa Ramjotorji. So if you look in the beginning of the Mahamudra Aspiration Prayer, it starts with Namo Guru. So that word Namo Guru is Sanskrit. So Namo means chatsal. Chatsal means prostration. Guru means teacher, master. So what it means, Namo Guru, is prostration to Guru, respect to Guru, you know. The reason why it said that is usually in Tibetan, in Buddhism, there's masters give teachings. There are three categories of teaching. We have Dhruva, Dhrude, Mwamba, Vinaya, Abhidharma, and Sutra. So the teaching that they are composing is whatever category belongs to, there's a way to make homage and so on. For example, if the particular teaching is part or commentary of Vinaya, so the homage usually goes to Buddha, because every detail of the Vinaya is only known by Buddha, Lord Buddha. So that's why the homage prayer usually goes to Sanjela Chatselos, means I prostrate to Buddha. So this, and then the teaching that you're composing is part of a sutra, and mainly if you look in Buddha's teaching, we have over 100 books that translated into Tibetan, and within that there is a Vinaya, Abhidharma, and Sutra. If you look in this Sutra part, most of them are more like a conversation. Disciples ask Lord Buddha about certain things, then he answers questions and so on. So that's why the disciples are most of them the bodhisattvas. So that's why if the teaching is teaching that you're composing is part or commentary of sutra, the homage goes like prostrate to Buddhas and bodhisattvas. And then the teaching that you are teaching or composing is fit in category of Abhidharma. Abhidharma is wisdom, Parjana Parimeta. So Manjushri is the root deity of Abhidharma, wisdom, and Manjushri we consider as embodiment of the wisdom of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So that's why if the teaching belongs to Abhidharma category, the homage is to Papanjambi and the Chansalo, prostrate to the Manjushri. So these, and then the most of the Vajrayana teachings, tantric teachings, begin with the prostrate to Guru. So generally in Buddhism we have three jewels, as you know: Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Buddha is our teacher, our guide, and Dharma is the path to the state of Buddha. And then Sangha are the practitioners. And there are different levels of Sangha: Arya Sangha and ordinary Sangha. Whatever it is, the Sangha is companion that helps you to go through the path to liberation without guide. There are, different, you can get lost on the way. So we take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. In Tibetan we call it Gochosun. In Vajrayana tradition we have it's called an extraordinary refuge. 3 rules sometimes, which is Lama, Yidam, and Chujung. Chujung is Dharma protectors. So Lama is the master who introduces you the Dharma, who show you the path, which here in Vajrayana tradition represent the Buddha. Although the Buddha is the one who discovered, one who taught the teaching that are genuine methods to achieve enlightenment, which is the genuine solution to be free from suffering and samsara. But although Buddha has taught the teachings, and the teachings are valuable, exist, without the master, we won't have so-called a lineage, or we won't understand clearly what Buddha really means. So that's why we have to rely on the guru or teacher or master. So that's why in here it says Guru, Lama is the representing the Buddha here, and then Yidam is representing the Dharma. In the sutra tradition, or generally, we have a Dharma that is 4 Noble Truth, 8 Noble Four Path, and 6 Perfections, and so on. But here we have a visualization of Yidam deities, for example, Kala Chakra, and Vajrayogini, Chakra Sambra, and all those Yidam deities are representing the Dharma, because through the visualization of Yidam, Jirim, and Zorim, and we realize, or we recognize our true nature. In Sutra explained how we abandon all these negative emotions and how we developed our compassion and loving kindness and so on. But here, using this Vajrayana method of Yidam to directly recognize by visualizing on visualization and dissolution. This we call it Jinam and Zorim. So the Yidam is representing the Dharma, and then a Dharma protector is representing the Sangha. Similarly, the Sangha is a companion that guides us through the path. So when we do Yidam practices, and also there are obstacles, and we practice the Dharma protector so that we will be free from any obstacles, outer obstacles and inner obstacles and so on. They can guide our practice. So therefore we have 3 roots. So that's why here the homage is Namu Guru, means I prostrate to the Lama. Basically in the Sutra tradition or general Buddhism, although we have 3 jewels, our object of refuge, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, but although we have 3, but all 3 are included in the Buddha. Buddha is basically embodiment of the Dharma and embodiment of the Sangha. So that's why 3 jewels already included in Buddha. So similarly here we have a Lama, Yidam, Dharma protector, but also Yidam. Lama can be Yidam, Lama can be protector. So therefore Lama is the key or essence of our refuge here in Vajrayana practice. So therefore homage to the Guru. Tadi Tambudi Namung Guru Seatire, Chitang Namu Guru Seatire, Matsame Hakuyore, Bukenana, Namusita, Kushap, Lahakura, Chatselo Seat, any Kupatan, Dubata, Mubata, Chatsalwata, the Samala Kuyore, and Lama Seatita, Guru Seati, Pukela, any Turjur, Lamas and Chandwa, Chitang. Tili tadi lama la chatselo siateri tajida ma chu chunyam ne jibo kapsu sanje le chatselo chule chatselo ginyo ne chatselo siateri yo kuchu sum siliwa tina ye ma su sama nyam ne jibo kapsu ani kuchu sum tig gang la ani lama yedam kandro se ma su sum yo za sum siliwa de ka de sen chawi yo se na lama de sanje ge chapre ni yedam de chu ge chapre chujung de ginyo ge chapsen tukse nyamne jiwi yore tinji indu tamazu ji handoe lukni ane bene ju lama nahi tambu tunun ro jamne sanji nyaji yin sungwa nahi ane tatu ki jamne de sanji chabi yorwa ane chu yang sanji li yore gendo yang sanji li yore tinji indu sanji siyate jamne kundu chabi yore o da digi tsap sini yamandu lama siyate yedam yang tele yore chujung yang tele yore tinji inzang ane tambu tila Jawa Ranjundur Jiki Dela any Namukuru Lamala Chatselo Senator to Jubare. So the next sentence, I won't read the translation, English translation, because you have it, so I'm sure you're looking at. I will read the Tibetan, and the first is Lamanam the Yedam Jingorla, Chuju to some Jarasit and Jetala Zirgondagan, Jindo Tunjur Chenam. So basically, this 4 line of a verse is, requesting lamas, yedams, and mandala, and Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and 10 directions. Out of your limitless compassion, help me to success or accomplish or complete this prayer that I'm going to do. I think in the Karmapa Rajundoji case, help me to complete this, compose this prayer. But here, we as a practitioners, we are not composing prayer, we are doing the prayer. So that's why whatever prayer that we are going to do, we are requesting. Again, here's the Lama comes first. Lama, who is the representing of the Buddha, and then Yedam is who's representing the Dharma, and then Dharma protectors, and then Chukju Tusum means Buddhas, and Buddhas of 10 directions, 10 directions, 4 directions, 8 directions, and then top and bottom 10 directions. And 10 directions and 3 times past, present, and future. So, which means all the Buddhas that gone in the past, and all the Buddhas that are going to come in the future, and all the Buddhas that are manifesting at this moment, at this time, and no matter where it's west or east or north or south, top, bottom, every Buddhas. And Serangye means disciples of the Buddhas. Here we can include actually, in Doluk Sutra tradition, we have a Tipasum, 3 yanas. 3 yanas. Now everybody is saying 3 yanas are Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, but that's, I guess, one way of counting the 3 yanas. But generally, in Buddha's teaching, 3 yana means Shavaka, self-liberation, and Mahayana. So the Shavaka and the Vinaya are the, the preliminary level of a practitioner or yana or vehicle. So those practitioners are also included here, not only Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that belongs to the Mahayana tradition, but also the Theravadan tradition, or whatever you wanted to say, Hinayana. So out of your great limitless compassion,